Cheese. What's up? Wow. You watch this, you're gonna drop it. It's something blow it. You sit it right here. Hey y'all. Trying to see if I'm done doing what I'm doing. I'm going through a lot of emotions. I'm going through a lot mentally. Okay, trying to see if this is a good setup. This is as good as it's gonna get, honestly. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So today was my anatomy ultrasound, and yeah, here he is. Okay, so this is the outline of his head. Ignore my nails. This is his mouth and his eyes. Those are his lips. His mouth is open. That's his face. He was breached, so I guess she said that's why these pictures turned out to be the way they are. And that is, yeah, if you can put two and two together, that's what that is. And these are his legs. That's underneath him. That's his legs. That's his butt. So yeah. So I am measuring 28 weeks and 5 days. How do I feel? I feel a lot of emotions. I feel a lot of ways. I really do. Overall, I'm happy, even though it might not seem like I'm happy. It's a lot of things that I'm not satisfied with, as in not dealing with him, but other things that I'm not satisfied with. But other than that, so the anatomy ultrasound went good overall. It was, I'm happy that I was able to see him. I'm happy that I was able to finally get these pictures, because this is the second time I've gotten pictures of him this entire pregnancy, and I'm 27 weeks, but I'm measuring 28 weeks. So yeah, I'm good. I'm content. He's moving a lot. He's kicking a lot. He apparently his brain, lungs, and everything is still developing. That's what the nurse said. So yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he was fully developed at this point, but apparently he is, but he isn't. Like, his muscles are still forming. So those type of things are still forming at this point, which I did not know. I did not know that. Yeah. With him, it was pretty quick, short and simple. We just got to see him physically, got to see him move around and do what he does on a day-to-day basis, which is just be a baby, stretching in the womb, moving in the womb, kicking in the womb. Yeah, that's about it. Now, overall, with life in general, I mean, nothing is gonna be 100%. Nothing is gonna be exactly how you want it to be because nothing is perfect. So yeah, that's what I'm undergoing as in this moment. I wish that things could be more, I guess you could say, set in stone, and it's not. I already kind of knew my situation and what it would kind of turn out to be, as in like living wise. So, you know, preparing myself for that is something I don't necessarily want to do, but you know, obviously once I'm able to start working and financially get myself together for my kids and for my family, everything will fall into place the way it needs to, the way it's going to. So that's a good thing. Other than that, it's a timely process of just allowing God to do what he can. And that's literally like as if, like, kind of like if you go outside and you're watching nature, anything that happens in nature, it's not going to happen when you think it's going to happen. It's going to happen when it's supposed to, I guess you could say. I would like to show y'all like you know, what's in my bag and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's just, I don't know. We'll have to see when the time comes. I already have a bag. It wasn't a bag that I bought myself personally. It's the same bag that I had with my first. So this time I kind of wanted to pick my bag and stuff like that, but with the way life is set up, I could only get what I could get. So yeah. And obviously there's going to be a baby shower. It's gonna be in the month of September, as far as I know. So when it comes to that, I mean, I'm sure everyone's gonna be looking forward to that when they find out when the time comes and when that time approaches. One of my things are unraveled. I didn't know that. So yeah, I think what I really want to talk about is like mental awareness just while being pregnant. Like I said, my first pregnancy was not like this. My first pregnancy was very different. Honestly, in a good way. It started off in a bad way with the person that I was with at the time. And it started off I'm having doubts about my safety with the environment that I'm in, with the person that I'm with physically. That's the situation that it was at the time. And so when I placed myself in an environment, a different environment, it was for the best for 5 to 9 months to come. And I was at so much peace. I was at so much, you know, like, it just felt different. It felt very calm. I felt like I must have had angels around me or something, because the situation on its own was just so, I felt more happier with my first pregnancy. I felt more calm with my first pregnancy. I felt more at peace, I guess. I don't know if I already said that, but yeah. I wasn't really around my family. I wasn't really like in everyone's face and just being around as much. I did a lot of me time to myself. And with this pregnancy, not saying that that's not what's going on. I want to be outside the house. I want to be invested in what's going on with family and stuff like that this pregnancy. And I think mentally I'm not able to do that. I think mentally it would just be better off me being to myself and allowing myself to go through pregnancy just the way I'm going through pregnancy now as we speak. But I would want to be around family and friends, and you know how that goes. I would want to be around them. But this pregnancy, emotionally, mentally, is very different. And this is my third pregnancy. This is my second full term, but my third. So y'all put 2 and 2 together. Overall, I'm excited for him to get here. I'm happy that he is what he is. And I will try to record as much as I can leading up to this video. The nurse that I had, I honestly don't remember her name, but she was pretty nice. She was very welcoming and warm, and I don't know if she could sense my energy when I came into the room, because sometimes, you know, when certain people come around and they carry energy, like whether it be positive, whether it be good or whatever, you can tell like this person just, they give off an energy, and you can automatically tell if a person isn't like themselves or they're not okay, you know. So I don't think she got those vibes from me, because for the last 2 days I've been like this, and it has nothing to do with him, but more so I think hormones, pregnancy, and just life being the way it is when it could have been different for me, my person, in our situation. And that's the best way to put it. It's not the worst, because there's people who would want to be in your shoes, in your situation. They would give anything to be in your situation. But I'm not saying that the people that I'm around, they're not as positive as they should be, but I think it's best for me to just be the most positive I can be on my own. And, you know, to try to give myself that love and self-care that I can on my own before I expect anybody else to do it. And don't get me wrong, my person does exactly what he's supposed to do. He's here for me 100%, regardless of mixed emotions, regardless of breaking down, regardless of basically what I didn't have the first time. He is that plus what I didn't think existed. So I am very blessed to have that. I am very just grateful for that and who he is and what he does for me. So he does everything and anything he can do for me when he can. I just am ready for him to be here, and I know maybe things will be better once he does get here, because we are going to have to do what we can with what we can. And that is going to be the situation. And that is the situation. It's not the end of the world, even though it feels like it is. And it's not. But certain things that I've been wanting for years, even prior to having kids, is basically what's, I guess, I'm going through, basically what I'm dealing with. And even though life is life and it's going to go on its own regardless of the situation that you're in and whatever life path you choose to be with, that's going to be the outcome of how you feel in your day-to-day life, how you undergo what you're going through in your day-to-day life, because that is what your life is at that moment. And we should never take it personal. We should never take it personal. We should never take it, you know, to an extent where, okay, well, it's the end of the world and this is forever how my life is going to be. And that's so not true. But these emotions, I ain't gonna lie, throughout this pregnancy have been heavy on me. Like, nobody around me knows that. Nobody around me will ever know unless they see this video. I have more days where I'm not okay than I'm okay. I have more days of going back with my only support, and it takes a toll on me mentally, to where I find myself having to try to find my space and center myself. It is what it is. I am praying that my situation can change for the better and be different as soon as possible, because like I said, it's not the worst of the worst, but I'm ready for the blessings whenever they arrive. That's all I will say in the midst of it all. In the midst of my third trimester. I sometimes think, do I have like, you know, pregnancy depression or something like that? Sometimes I think that, but I have to remind myself, like, for somebody that feels like they know what depression is, I don't think it's that. I think it's just heavy emotions that can be confused for depression. So, yeah, other than that, I will definitely keep you guys updated on the next appointment that I have. And yeah, that's about it. Today, I wanted to record how it was gonna be, like from start to finish. That did not happen that way. That did not go as planned. And it is what it is. I can't do anything about it to change it. Oh, I also asked if I could record in the room, and they said that I couldn't, that they didn't allow cameras, that they didn't allow video recording or anything, and that's left up to the doctor to decide on the diagnostics of the ultrasound. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm excited for him to be here. I'm excited for him to get here. I'm excited for him to be in my presence, and I will try my best to be the best individual that I can be when it comes to him, when it comes to my other child, because that's all that I've been doing. And mentally, I don't know if, I know some women can relate, but sometimes pregnancy does things to people and you don't expect it, and you just have to basically ride it out. You have to ride it out until you're no longer riding it out. Yeah. I'm learning to take my time with myself, and by doing that, I'm learning to take my time with others. Everything isn't gonna be how we plan it to be or how we expect it to be, even when we want it to be a certain way. And I ain't gonna lie, I do have expectations. I will always have expectations of life in general. But yeah, I'm starting to have pains and aches like more often than some. Like whenever I'm laying down, I'll find myself trying to get up, and like my pelvic area just starts hurting. Like no matter how I try to get up, no matter how I try to get up, no matter how I try to physically maneuver out the bed, when I walk, it's starting to feel way more uncomfortable. Like, because he is so low, like he is kind of, I don't know if he's just heavy or if he's just heavy. I have no choice but to tell myself, like, you gotta lay down, you have to sit down, you have to just put yourself in a place where you ain't doing nothing at all. If y'all want to talk to me on how I'm doing or keep up with me mentally, physically, and emotionally, just keep watching these videos. Just keep up with me if you want to. That's if y'all want to. I don't know. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm finna lay down. I'm finna get on TikTok. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it. I love y'all, and I thank y'all for watching my videos, for the ones that do, for the ones that like. I know I don't have a big support system team right now, but for who are the ones that do support and like and watch, I appreciate it. I love y'all for that. So thank y'all for that. And before you know it, he's gonna be here. Looks cramped. No space.